Hi, this is Erling with Travel Trail Sail. It's the start of a new camping season and we've added 5 new pieces of gear. I'm excited to show you what we got, so let's take a look. We ended up buying 5 new pieces of gear to start off the camping season. We tried something new, which is we're buying pads that go under our stabilizers. The stabilizers before, we were just bringing them down right onto the gravel or concrete. Sometimes we'd use a piece of wood under them, but we're going to try out some plastic pads to see if those give us better stability. We also got a new pad for the jack out front. It is a really thick foam, very dense foam, that's supposed to minimize movement in the camper as you walk around in it, so we'll see how well that works. We got a new set of chocks. Our old chocks were getting pretty faded after over 10 camping seasons with them, so we got a brand new set of chocks. I'm pretty excited about this one. We got a new folding table so that when we're sitting outside in our camp chairs, we can have a place to put our drinks and snacks. And I got a new tool, which is a water flush tool, so that when it's time to clean out the hot water heater, it'll help us do that more effectively. So 5 new pieces of camping gear. Let's go take a look. So item number 1, new stabilizer pads. We're actually testing out a couple different kinds. You can see I've got the Camco yellow stabilizer pads under the stabilizers on this side of the camper. These are pretty nice. They actually have a metal black handle that lifts up so that if your stabilizers are a long way under the camper, you can help use the handle to slide them under. Now in our case with these scissor jacks, we don't really need that handle. And I actually did see at another store a version of the same thing without the handle that was a little bit less expensive. So we're trying those out. They seem very rigid, very supportive, so it's a promising start. I'm also, just to compare, going to try, so those are the Camco jacks, right? Solid bottom, won't sink. The other one we got is from Tow Center of America. We have these orange jack pads. So we're trying those on the other side. Now these do not have the handle, but they do have just a built-in handle. They don't have the extra metal handle like the Camco ones. They're a little bit less thick. They were more inexpensive, so I guess that's the trade-off. A couple of bucks more on the Camcos get you something a little bit thicker, but we're going to give these a try for a season and let you know how it goes, which one ends up working better in the long run. But rather than just putting our jack stands down, we thought these might give us a little bit more support and keep the camper a little bit more stable. Our next piece of camping gear is called a Hush Pad. So this is Hush Pads. They're made in Canada, and it says anti-vibration. So you can put your jacks or your stabilizer jacks down, or your actual jack on the front of your RV down on this, and it's supposed to reduce vibration. We'll see if that actually works, but it is really nice and thick. It's probably at least 2 inches thick of heavy-duty foam. So we're going to give that a try. Now normally in the past I've just used some scrap wood. I cut wood to length and stacked a couple of pieces of wood underneath there just to give the RV a little bit of height, which makes it easier to go ahead and hitch up. So this is a good alternative and we're going to give that a try. So that is our second piece of gear. It is the Hush Pad. Our third new piece of gear for this camping season is a new set of chocks. And you can see here I've got installed the Camco chocks, and they are important because they help keep your travel trailer or RV from rolling when it's not supposed to. So it's always good to have a set of chocks installed when you want the camper not to be in motion. So this is an interesting set because normally we get the kind that interlocks with the blocks. You have blocks that raise the tire up off the ground to level it side to side. These don't interlock with the matching blocks, but they do have something pretty interesting. There's actually a rope that is attaching them, so it keeps them together as a set, and it may, and we'll see how this works out, may make them easier to remove from the tires when it's time to let it roll. So that's item number 3, is a new set of chocks. This year we also got a new folding table. It's been something that's been on our wish list for a while, so we went ahead this year to go ahead and get it. And you can see it's a Coleman folding table, and I'm going to now take that out of the box and see what it's like. So hang on with me here. We've got the Coleman compact folding table. Comes in a nice bag here, which will be handy to keep it protected when it's traveling in the back of our pickup or in the storage of our RV. All right. There's some different parts to it here. Looks like this must be the tabletop, and it is protected in some foam. And we've got the base that expands out nicely. And a couple of rods. Maybe these are for stability. Gotta make sure, it's kind of a windy day, gotta make sure the foam doesn't blow away. So we're going to go ahead and build this table, and I will show you what it looks like. But this is my first time putting it together. You know, we have a cook table that's kind of similar to like this that we can put our grill on. So it'd be nice to have this handy outside table. So I'm going to move over so you can see the table as I put it together. Alright, we're going to put these rods in, and I see that on the top of the stand there's a hole here and a hole here, so I'm just going to see if my guess is that those are going to go like that. Let's see here. Stretch it out just a little bit. And there's a second. There we go. Put that in these holes. Alright, we're coming right along. Almost got it. Next comes the tabletop, and it looks like you can see there is a bracket on each end of the tabletop. My guess is that's going to go right in here. Go, got one side. And make sure that our foam packaging doesn't blow away. And let's get this other side together. Alright, now if I relax, outside I've got a place for my snacks and things, magazine, whatever you might want to have. So, and it's metal on the top. If we have something hot to set down, that'll be okay. Looks like a really sturdy but very easy to assemble and portable table. Okay, the last piece of gear that I added this season is a water heater flush. Again, this is a Camco product. We are not sponsored by them, by the way. This is just gear I'm buying just because we needed new gear for the season. So this one you hook up to a hose, and it's good to flush out your hot water heater. Sediment, scale, different things like that can interfere with it running effectively and giving you hot water. So we got this, and essentially again it just mounts to a hose. It does have a shut-off valve on it to allow the water to turn on or off, and then the other end is just a sprayer that you can insert into the hole on your hot water heater. So we'll see how that works. I'm hopeful that we'll be able to clean out our hot water heater and make sure that it continues to work well. So that's our 5 new pieces of gear for this camping season. Just wanted to share with them. You know, if you have questions about what we're buying or why, or if you have examples of things that you want to share, you may have tried the same chocks or stabilizer pads, table, love to hear your experiences with them, so please leave a comment and do appreciate it. If you like this, sure appreciate it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.